Welcome to the 10th session of the chapter Tissues. In this module, we will be learning about the last type of connective tissue, namely skeletal connective tissue and muscular tissue. In the last module, we had learnt about the different types of connective tissue, namely adipose tissue, areolar tissue, fluid connective tissue. In this module, we will learn about the skeletal connective tissue. There are two types of skeletal tissues, bone and cartilage. Let us learn each in detail. Do you know how many bones are there in your body? Is there a difference in the number of bones in a child and an adult? Find the answer. Bone is a type of connective tissue that forms the framework and supports our body. It is very strong and non-flexible tissue. Can we bend a bone? It is very strong as the bone cells are embedded in a hard matrix. We had already learned that connective tissue has a matrix in which the cells are embedded. In the case of bone, the matrix is very hard and is composed of calcium and phosphorus compounds. And in this hard matrix, the bone cells are embedded. Now let us learn about the functions of bone. It forms endoskeleton of human body and other vertebrates. It gives shape and support to our body. It protects our vital internal body organs. It serves as a storage site of calcium and phosphate. Next, we will learn about cartilage. Cartilage is a type of skeletal connective tissue which has widely spaced cells in a solid matrix which is composed of proteins and sugars. In bone, the matrix was composed of calcium and phosphate, whereas in cartilage, it is composed of proteins and sugars. The function of cartilage is that it smoothens the bone surfaces at joints, and it is also present in the nose, ear, trachea, and larynx. We know trachea is our windpipe and larynx is a sound box. Cartilage of our ear can be folded. Just try folding your ears. We can fold it and it is flexible, not like a bone. Now that we have finished with all the types of connective tissues, let us begin with the new type of tissues called as muscular tissue. The muscular tissue consists of elongated cells called as muscle fibers, and it is responsible for movement in our body. If any part of our body is able to show movement, it means that it is made up of muscular tissue. So the main function of muscular tissue is to provide movement in our body. The movement is brought about in muscular tissue because it is made up of special type of proteins called as contractile proteins. And these contractile proteins have the ability to contract and relax, and thus it brings about movement in our body. There are three different types of muscular tissue in our body. The first one is called as striated or skeletal or voluntary muscle fibers. They are called as striated muscles as they have light and dark bands or striations. They are called as voluntary muscles because these muscles work according to our will. They are called as skeletal muscles because they are attached to the bones of our body or the skeletal system of our body, thus helping in movement. The structure, they are long, cylindrical and unbranched cells. These cells are multinucleated, that means they have many nuclei present in them. These muscles are arranged in the form of bundles and they have alternative dark and light bands. In this picture, we can see a striated muscles with alternative dark and light striations. The location is in the limbs, that is the legs and arms, tongue, neck, face. They contract quickly but can't remain contracted for a very long time, so they get fatigued very fast or they get tired very fast. So striated muscles, they contract quickly and cannot remain contracted for a very long time, and they get fatigued at a very fast rate. The next type of muscles are involuntary muscles or smooth muscles or non-striated muscles. They are called as involuntary as they do not move as per our will. They are called as non-striated because, unlike striated muscles, they do not show alternative dark and light bands. They are called as smooth muscles again due to the absence of striations. The structure, they are spindle shaped, uninucleate. The fibers are arranged in the form of sheets and not like bundles, and they do not have any striations. They do not get fatigued very fast like the skeletal muscles because they contract very slowly and can remain contracted for a long time. Hence, they do not get fatigued or tired like the striated or skeletal muscles. The last type of muscular tissue are the cardiac muscle fibers. The structure of cardiac muscle fiber is intermediate to the striated and non-striated muscles. They are strictly involuntary in action. Your heart does not beat according to your will. That's why I told you it's strictly involuntary. These muscles show rhythmic contraction and relaxation throughout their life and pumps blood to all parts of our body. The structure of cardiac muscles are they are short, cylinder shaped, branch cells. They are uninucleate. These muscle fibers are arranged in the form of a network and they have faint or very light, dark and light bands. Very faint striations are present and their locations they are present on the walls of the heart. Thus, we studied about the three types of muscular tissues: skeletal muscles, smooth muscles, and cardiac muscles. All these muscles have the capacity to contract and relax and thus bring about movement in our body. Thank you.